Let's talk money.
But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth.
Money Mondays.
It's Money Mondays
on Get Up Morning.
It's Get Up Mornings, y'all. I'm Erica Campbell. Now it's time for Money Monday. And today we are talking about funding your legacy with life insurance. And back with us is financial expert Clyde Anderson. He's also an entrepreneur, author, podcaster, and former financial CNN analyst. Good morning, Clyde Anderson, and welcome back to the Get Up Church.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Glad to have you in, ready to jump in and talk about life insurance. For some, this may be uncomfortable to talk about, but let's talk about it today.
Yep.
Who should have life insurance and why is it so important?
Well, I think you really have to think about it. It's important because who are you leaving behind? And do you want your family's lifestyle to change? And that's really you have to ask yourself your question. If you die, will your family's quality of life change? Will they need to move, change schools? Will they be able to go to college?
Yes.
You know, what would happen if you're gone? And so I think that's the question we have to ask ourselves.
That's a good question. You say that that it's important to determine if you are insurable. What does that mean?
Yeah, I think the younger you start, the less expensive it is because they're going to look at factors like your family medical history, life expectancy, risk factors, and those things. And of course, you know, almost anybody can be insured, but the greater the risk, the greater the cost of the premium.
Yes.
You're going to pay more the later you wait to get the insurance. So that's always great to start early.
There are different types of life insurance. How can people determine what type of life insurance they need?
Well, you know, we hear it thrown around a lot, and there's a couple different types we need to know about. It's term or whole life. Term means it's for terms. So say it's for 10 years. You may want to have coverage for that 10-year period if you believe something could or potentially happen in that time. But whole life is the one that's going to cover you for the rest of your life. So from the time you get the insurance policy, it's going to cover you for the whole life, but there's also benefits that come with that. So it's key to know and understand it.
Yes, and you also have to be aware when the term is up because my business managers got our paperwork and got everything done, and we didn't realize that our life insurance was term life insurance.
Yes, it's key to know that because, like you said, when that term is up, you're no longer covered. And so you don't want to pay for something for 10 years and realize that, you know, once it lapses, you no longer have that coverage. So it's key to understand that. You're right. You're definitely right.
Can you use your insurance money while you're alive? Because I know there are some plans where the funds are actually usable.
Well, you know, that's a great question. And really, what I say is you really have to think about this. You can really create your legacy plan using insurance. It's really about leaving an inheritance instead of a mess. You know, and we've seen it often. We got to have the GoFundMe accounts for people when they pass away because we haven't planned ahead, you know. In China, they plan 100 years ahead sometimes. And what we're not doing is planning for our own lives and our destinies. And so we got to take control of that. And I think 50% of Americans don't have life insurance coverage right now. And it's essential. And when I say a plan, because you can use it, like you were alluding to, you can use it to if you have a whole policy, you can use it to buy things like a car, down payment on a home. You can pull from that. And you can even use it in your retirement. So that's where I say it could be potentially a wealth strategy, and it could be tax-free as well. So you want to look at that and get with a tax expert to really understand.
Clyde, thank you for being practical and not making us sound like we can't count no more. Like we really need it just like this, dog. Thank you so much.
Right. Man, it's key to understand. It's not about how much life insurance you need, but how much your family needs if you're not here. And that's all we really got to remember. And we can keep it as plain as possible.
I love it. We're talking to financial expert Clyde Anderson. How can people get your books and follow you on social media?
They can hit me up at changeonpurpose.online. And again, it's changeonpurpose.online. You can follow me there, get all the information, and become part of the change makers.
Yeah, I actually like following you on social media. I love the videos and the clips and conversations. It's always good stuff. So thank you. Thank you for what you do. What message would you leave with us today?
Well, the message I would leave with you today is that, remember, we got to have tough conversations sometimes. And so don't be scared of it. Be scared of what could happen if you don't have those conversations.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us, Clyde. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to you on your nomination.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, Money Monday, helping you get your money right on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.